The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Pickett rolling to his right. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he's got room. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Steelers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by Kenny Pickett taking it in himself. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Olszewski now to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Here's Pickett. He gets it left side to Johnson. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Pickett. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Cameron Sutton on the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. On the return is Olszewski. Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 10-yard line. 116 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They run again with Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Steven Sims Jr. from 13 yards out. And the Steelers will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether so they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. To throw, Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Cousins. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials. On play action, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins now. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Working out of the gun. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. And it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
4th down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph for Minnesota. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 3-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. To throw on 2nd and 6. Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. He's got room at the 30. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 21-0 our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now Pickett on 4th down. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Now they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Devin Bush sprinting behind the line to track down the ball carrier. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And that is incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down. Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is no good. He missed it. And they will remain well behind. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll roll him out right. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. Pickett back to throw. Out to his left. Pickett slides down, and he picks up the first. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 154 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On 2nd and goal. Pickett flush to his right. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Olszewski now to return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To the air on first down with Pickett. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Kicks it on the ground with a squib, taken around the 28. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Oh, he stays up. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half.
Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Pickett now on first down. Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Kenny Pickett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Cousins from the gun on third. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return is Olszewski. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at the 31-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Flushed out right. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Well, Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll throw again with Pickett. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So they get the flag for pass interference. Big call there on 4th down.
But it's the right call, and as much as I want to see them play through incidental contact, he's definitely there too early.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
162 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are pouring it on. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after it.
Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Ooh, with a juke. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Chris Wormley gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Zadarius Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On the give, this is Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. That's caught inside the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Steven Sims Jr., his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Just one ace for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. There's Deontay Johnson as this Steeler offense gets set for this next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. He's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 170 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2nd down and goal. Pickett. Toward the pylon, caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. Harris. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Steelers continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. 25 yards that time. Cousins now. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. To throw, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Steven Sims. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Osborne. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Dalvin Cook turned away on fourth down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 12-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. They run again with Harris. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Warren calling a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.